Rolling to the pair here. This is going to be the 3-4 is going to be the boar. 3-5 is a barrow. I think these things are going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what the guys beside me are going to say about these ones. So these are crossbreds, but they're also going to qualify for the Pure Influence rings there at Summer Type and Expo. So these are going to be tricked out. No Pain, No Gain, Bruno. Their mom would have actually won Summer Type in 2018. I'm not going to introduce Tricked Out because if you're watching this, I assume you know all you need to know. But their mom, so she wins Summer Type. She'd be actually the mother of Dictator that still stood at Chuck and Ben Olson's. Graydon had a Yorkshire gilt that won not just the Yorkshire. She won everything she went to in the summer of 19, won the Open Show in Ohio. And then, honestly, her impact, not only as a mother, but grandmother, great-grandmother, just some highlights of she's the matriarch of our Yorkshire program. For what she's been on the backside of, the third overall Yorkshire at San Antonio, the grand overall and third overall Supreme at OYLE. She's had class winners at Eastern Regional every year. She had the champion Yorkshire and fourth overall at Ohio State Fair this past summer in the Open Show. Reserve overall Supreme Yorkshire Gilt there at Summer Type, and honestly, the list goes on. She's the matriarch of our Yorkshire program, and from the looks of it, I realistically think we should have played with taking our crossbred earlier.
Yeah, I think a super fun pair, and to be 100% honest, I know they're Pure Influence, but I don't shy away from these things as just being true crossbred barrows because they've got the feature and the bone and the kind of stoutness that we expect from the crossbred breed, but then also they bring the productive grow and center body and functionality of skeleton from the purebred side. So I think a very, very high quality pair of barrows here. We can start with the 4-5 or excuse me 3-5 there that Abby's got, and this one gets me kind of excited. I think this one's just body type and length of frame is absolutely perfect for a barrow. Just moderate, but not a dink and not small, but just the right rib length and right frame size, but good looking on both ends of his skeleton, extremely good in terms of his build, and then depth of body and rib shape are phenomenal in both these barrows. But that one, just in terms of length of body and in terms of being barrow sized, I think is absolutely perfect in my mind. Now on the other side, the 3-4, this one maybe just a rib longer and a notch maybe taller shouldered in terms of extension out of his blade forward, but that one maybe just needs to be a little bit bigger when he shows, but that guy's ultra cool. I mean, maybe a notch stouter in terms of bone and feature too as well, but just a really dang nice pair of barrows. I think that, if you want to run at that Pure Influence thing at Expo or Summer Type, that these two are ones to definitely take a look at. But man, if you've got a good county show that you're running to compete at, or even beyond that level, I would say if you want to be competitive with a light cross division barrow too, I mean these two are definitely a pair to check out because the fact that they're Pure Influence doesn't show at all. These are dang nice crossbred barrows that happen to be out of a purebred sire.
I agree. I agree with Jake, and that whole Hampshire sired thing years ago really kind of started a neat deal, and now it's Pure Influenced, and you can have it out of a pure sire or a pure sow, and that's just a plus. I mean, because you're going to show in 2 or 3 classes at the most, and you have your own division, and you get to show for grand.
Absolutely.
So your competition level, and I'm not saying they're bad hogs; they're good hogs, but these will run with standard crosses out of exotic boars, exotic sows. I mean, they're cocky. They've got a neat look out of their skull, look at the width between their eyes and ears, and they got an immature, small baby face, and they still got a big rib and body, and look at the amount of rump volume they got behind the way they travel. Again, you want to flip a coin on which one you want of these. I mean, again, sale time, just go, and if you get beat out on one, don't be unhappy about you're getting the other one, because you got a really good pair of bears here. They're, again, very, very proportional, that really have a great look and a lot of dimension to them, good pasterns, good bone, everything. And again, Tricked Out, if you don't know which one that is, go watch the Goat Channel, because you probably don't know what you're doing anyways.
Yep, absolutely, and I think they hit on size and growth and time frame. I mean, I think these ones roll every jackpot show you want to go to all summer, Expo, Summer Type, and we've had some questions as far as State Fair light crosses. I've told everybody the same thing. They're half Yorkshire as far as appetite and grow. To be blunt, our Yorkshire sows have probably never been known for their growth. They're stout, they're burly, they've always looked more like crosses. So I'd encourage you to come see them or call me, I guess, on that. I think there's an outside chance they get to state fairs. Some guys think they get there easy. It's, I guess, a feeder's opinion, if you will. So.
Yep. And definitely athletic, as we're seeing here, no doubt. No doubt. Athletic.